Can we talk about our space, like as individuals, our individual space, that bubble that we create around us, that bubble that our aura, our electromagnetic field, that, you know what I mean, that give me a couple of feet and within the circumference of my body, right? So let's talk about that. How we hold on for a second. I was at K Walker's Canifest and it was amazing, but I want to talk about in just a second. I want to talk about the importance of having that space. Okay, the importance of having that space, right? So our space of, I'm gonna call it the space of comfortability. Our space of comfortability is our birthright. It's our right as individuals, and people should not be allowed to come into that space, and unless we allow them to come into that space, right? So, or we have to be cognizant, hyper aware, very, very aware of the things that we interact with. So when we did a hand portal activation and a foot wash at the 888 Goddess Activation Retreat, right? And one of the things that we had to look at was what do we touch? Are we intentional about what we touch, right? So we go out here, us, the good juju gang, big juju gang, because you got to have big juju to do these things that I'm about to talk about. So the big juju gang, we go out here and we lay hands on people. We lay hands on places. We lay hands on things. And those people, places, and things have energy attached to them, right? So now we have opened up our bubble to outside energy. This isn't about someone else coming into our bubble. This is about us opening up our bubble to outside energy. When we go out here and we do this work, I know a lot of people say, cover your head, keep your crown cut in. That's all fine and all well, right? But we are divinely protected, right? Divinely protected requires a level of faith, and faith without works is dead. So we have to be instrumental in doing our part in that protection, right? So in our homes, we create, because it starts at home. You are home, but it starts at home. It starts within your space where you channel this energy, where you cue it up. In our homes, we need to be clean. We need to sweep, we need to mop, we need to make sure that there's no cobwebs in the corner. We need to get us some cleaning products, right? Before we even get into the Florida waters and the sage and the Palo Santo and the dragon blood and the all those things, right? The blue anil, the camphor. Before we even get into that, it's some things that you can use to clean your house. You can get you some good old-fashioned Lysol in the brown bottle, the Creolin. You can get you some Creolin and boil some hot water, and you can mop, you can wipe your walls down. Yes, I said boil, because divine protection requires the work. We got to put the work in. So yeah, get you some hot water and some Creolin and a rag. It don't got to be a fancy rag. It can be an old rag. It can be a t-shirt. It can be a washcloth. It can be a bar rag. It doesn't matter. Get you a rag and that hot water and that Creolin and wipe your walls down, right? So on the full moon and the new moon, I come through and I clean up. It's spring cleaning, fall, autumn cleaning, winter cleaning, summer cleaning, all those seasonal whatever. I like to get my 14-day cycle on so it don't fall behind. But I said all that to say, so get you some Creolin, or I don't use bleach because bleach breaks down melanin. I don't bleach. And if you see bleach in my house, you better know I was dealing with something physical. okay? Because hygiene, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Our spiritual hygiene, that's our protection. That's what keeps our aura clean. That's what keeps our bubble squeaky. You know what I mean? You know, squeaky clean. That means the inner workings is covered. All right. So yeah, where were we? We was at creolin. Or now we can get into which you might pick up at a Botanica or something like that. So you can get you some Florida water. You can make you some Florida water, but we'll come back to that because I'm on a thing now where the divine wants me to make all my tools, because the best magic is your own magic. You can make you some Florida water, but you can buy you some Lamb and Murray's. I just came from K Walker's Cannon Fest and I had an amazing time. And it's always the hot water though. It's the hot water and the cleaning the corners. Know about the corners. The corners trap energy, right? That's what they do here. They siphon our energy, and they do that by trapping it, locking it in corners. So we got to be able to release it. If we say you're having a bad day and you balled up in your room all day, oh, woe is me, and we all have those days, because I have those days. We still have to let that energy out, and doing that requires some hot water and some intentional cleansing. So full moon and new moon, some hot water and some camphor and a rag, wipe down your walls. Use some hot water, not camphor, do what you want to do. I wouldn't suggest it. Some hot water and some creolin. Hot water and creolin, and wipe down your walls and mop your floors. If you vacuum, you can put down some baking soda and some salt. You choose the salt. You can put down baking soda and some salt and let that sit for a little while on your carpet, and then come through and vacuum it up, and you'll feel the difference. It'll be just a fresher, more airy space. Let's talk about like wiping down your furniture. That's why it's the hot water, right? So you want to get you some a spray bottle, and find the cleanser of your choice. Not something too heavy. You can get you some I like the Mr. Clean, that's neon green. So I do like 1 part Mr. Clean and 2 parts of water, and I spray down the furniture and I wipe it down, those spots like you might have spilled something or whatever. So that, because your hygiene, your physical hygiene, is very much tied to your spiritual hygiene. What else? Because we know big juju gang like to burn shit, right? So we gotta have us some smoke. You don't gotta burn sage. You don't gotta burn a bundle of this or a bundle of that. You can get you some incense. You can smudge with incense, and incense, it pulls other like bacteria and stuff out of the air. The dense smoke, right? So it'll pull the other smoky smells out of the air. It'll pull the air pollutants out of the air. And open a fucking window. Get some air in the space. Like, let the air come through and flow. Open some windows and open some doors and let the air in. Turn off the air conditioner. Fuck is y'all so hot for? Stop running from the sun. Yeah, I'm on one. I came to talk to y'all about spiritual hygiene. It came up today. It came up 2 days ago. Me and Black Girl Magic. Follow us on YouTube at It's All Divine, where we have these discussions about these things right here, because like I said, big juju gang, we got to be intentional about what we touch, and we got to make sure the spaces that we dwell in are clean, and it starts at home. So yeah, wipe your walls down, mop your floors. When you do your dishes, swap out your dish mat. Swap that shit out. Swap out your dish rag. Throw your dish rags in the laundry. Wash them. Just wash them so you can use them again. You don't gotta keep using the same dish rag until it fall apart. Like, it's the little things that go into our physical hygiene that help ramp up our spiritual hygiene. So yeah, I was saying, so you can smudge with incense. You don't have to grab a herb or a spice. You can smudge with incense. Get some incense you like. Get you some Nag Champa, or get you some old school Egyptian musk. Let me tell y'all something. Smoke, air, because I'm big air over here. Smoke, air. in and of itself is a cleanser as a main element. Fire, air, water, earth. Yes, soil. If you want to sprinkle some dirt in your life, because I swap out my plants. Yep. I swap out my plants, and then the soil be on my floor in the room where I'm working at with my plants. And then I just revel in it. I do put a little tarp down so I don't mess it up, but I'm barefoot. I'm in it. Because in the home, we got to access the elements, okay? So as I was saying, mop, smudge, so that's the water, that's the air and the fire if you use the incense. But if you open some windows and you smoke we'll talk about cigars later. Just certain different things that you can do to freshen the air in your space and to cleanse it. But if you want to burn some sage is good because it's an antimicrobial and it's an antibacterial. So that's always a great joint, but we don't want to overuse anything. Everything is all divine. It's all sacred. It's all here for us to partake with reverence and respect to the all, so that we don't abuse what has been bestowed upon us. We're not overpopulated. There is enough. They don't want us to know that there is enough, but there is enough. One of my first prayers was to always have enough. If we live in the now, if we stay present and we stay current, we can plan, but if we live in the now and we stay current, we always have enough. Our needs are met. Are your needs met? Do you have food, clothing, and shelter? If you don't have food, clothing, and shelter, call me. 215-487-8323, because there is enough. Once we get to a space where we understand that we are grateful for enough, for our needs being met, then we can work towards attracting the things that we desire for our wants being met. And wants and needs can be met simultaneously. You can have all your needs can be met and your wants can be met, okay? At the same time. In gratitude. Oh, intentional about what we touch. Being intentional about what we touch. If we go out here and we lay hands on people, places, and things, we got to cleanse our bodies when we come back. Keep you some Florida water. Get you a spray bottle and put you some Florida water in there. Get you a spray bottle and put you some plain old water out the spigot. Because this land is your land and this land is my land. Put you some plain old water out the spigot in that bottle and pray over it. Pray over it. Pray to your divine higher power. Pray to your divine higher power. Petition your ancestors. Pray to the gods that work with you and through you. Pray. They're all the ancestors, okay? Get with it, all right? So yeah, I said all that to say, make you some holy water so that you can spray your hands off when you leave from these places. And your feet, because you know my whole thing is take your shoes off. If your feet are still clean, was you really on the scene? You know what I mean? Was you? Did you connect with the energy of the space? But if you did, I fucks with it. But if you did, get you some holy water. And holy water is water that you pray into with pure intentions. That you pray into to protect you. Get your Psalms up. Hit me up. Let's talk about Psalms. Let's talk about the tools that we have. We got Bible, we got Quran, we got Torah, we got we got ideals, we got Mayat, we have so many sources of incantation if we can't think of any for ourselves. Okay? But if you got some new scripture for the new age, please write them in a book so that it can get published and put out here for the masses, because we need the word. But anyway, I was saying, keep your bubble clean. And you do that by keeping your home clean, your vessel clean, and cleansing after you do the good work. It's okay to do the work, but after you do the good work, wipe me down, you know what I mean? shoulders, chest, knees, shoes. Get it off me. And when you smudge or when you cleanse, make sure you run that, whatever it is that you choose to cleanse with, make sure you run that under your feet. Under your feet. Cleanse your whole self. And when you cleanse your bubble, same applies. Get you some selenite. Just keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your pocketbook. Keep it in your bra. Keep it in your head rack. Keep it where you want to keep it. But keep it. Protection. Spiritual hygiene. Let's talk about it. Hit me up. We can talk about it. I'm out of here. Peace.